What's up, everybody? DSP here. It is June 5th, 2025. Welcome to DSP Gaming, and welcome to my Switch 2 launch day event, also known as the Rainbow Road Rush. Good stuff, guys. If you're live on stream, welcome. If you're watching on demand, welcome. Whether you're on YouTube or Kick, welcome. Today is going to be an epic day. A day that they said would never happen. A day that people actually conspired against happening because weirdos are so bizarre that they are so obsessed with me that they did not want me to have this. They were so staunchly against me getting this. They were so upset to think that Darkside Phil in 2025 could have any iota of success, that people would want to watch him do a launch event, even though he's an old 43-year-old man and he's over the hill. How dare Phil have any kind of fun? Not allowed. Well, guess what? Doesn't matter what they try. The king is back and here to stay. Nothing can stop me. I am legend. What's up, everybody? Good morning. How y'all doing? I hope I find you well. This is the intro to my day-long marathon of the Switch 2 launch. Now, first off, before we even begin, fingers crossed that this thing works. Because if you remember, back to 2017, all right, I did a launch day event for the Switch 1. If you remember, at that point, I had it delivered. It actually showed up really late. It showed up late in the day, too late for me to really do any kind of a big event. So all I did was unbox it, hook it up, download a game on it, test said game, and said, okay, tomorrow morning, we'll turn this sucker on and we'll actually play Zelda Breath of the Wild on it. And so it was a really hype launch night, but it was very short-lived. And then the next day, came to stream, turned it on. Wait, what? Turned it on? My Switch had bricked overnight. That's right. It just didn't work. I guess it was a faulty battery inside of it. So once that initial charge had depleted, it just didn't work. So I actually couldn't do a Switch launch event because of that. I had to wait. And actually what ended up happening was, the Switch was like not available readily anywhere for a while. So eventually, a viewer actually was able to get an order in for me. And therefore, it was like weeks later, I finally got my Switch. And I actually had ended up playing Zelda on the Wii U because I didn't want to wait to play Zelda. So I ended up playing it on the Wii U. And on the Switch, I remember there really wasn't that much to play. I think ARMS I played. And then later that year, of course, was Super Mario Odyssey, which was my game of the year. Okay? So, folks, things are a little different this time around. Number one, the Switch 2 is here. All right? In time for my stream, in time for the marathon event. I am very excited for today. Allow me to explain to you how today will go down because it's going to be a very epic day. Okay? So, the first segment will be me unboxing this guy live. And the cool thing is, with all of my tech upgrades and all of the good improvements that we have done over the year, we can now do an awesome unboxing right here, picture in picture, to show you exactly what this thing looks like, what it comes with, all the deets. You want the deets? You're going to get the deets live here today, okay? Then, once it's unboxed, I've got an insane stack of accessories. No, really. I've got an insane stack of accessories. No, really. I've got an insane stack of accessories. No, really. I've got an insane stack of Nintendo 2 accessories that we're going to be testing live after the unboxing. Okay? We're going to see what cases are good for this thing. How's the wheel accessory? What about the charge and play? What about the dock that they... You'll see. I got a ton of crap. All right? So we're going to try all this crap. And then, once we go through all of that, then we're actually going to hook up the Switch 2. We're going to boot it up, get my account loaded. We're going to get Mario Kart World purchased and downloaded, and then we're going to begin with a day of fun playing Mario Kart World. The reason I'm calling today the Rainbow Road Rush is because my goal is by the end of today's marathon to actually get to the Rainbow Road stage of Mario Kart World. For those who don't know, Rainbow Road is always traditionally the final stage of the game. You have to beat every other stage to get to it. It's the final unlock. So I'm very excited to see what is their version of Rainbow Road in Mario Kart World. But the thing is, I don't know how viable this is because the game is different. Apparently now there's an open world you need to drive around and stuff. I don't know if we're going to get to it. Realistically, it's my goal. I hope we can. But I don't know how viable this goal is, nor does anyone, because the game just came out and no one got pre-release copies, so no one knows. Okay? So this is going to be pretty crazy. What a fun day we're about to have together. But in addition to all of that madness, okay, we also have some awesome stuff that we do when I do marathons. So I'm absolutely sure that you guys will be contributing today. If you're on YouTube, you can do a super chat or a super sticker. You can become a member, or you can give some memberships to your fellow viewer. If you're over on the Kick side, you can become a sub, or you can gift a bunch of subs to everyone. If you're on either, or maybe you're not even watching right now live, you're watching via a restreamer because you're a jerk. Well, guess what? You could still contribute by tipping me. Yes, that's right. If you're in either chat, just type !tip, or you probably already know my PayPal link. Just send me a tip anyway. You'll probably put an insulting message in there with it, and I'm used to it. So, please contribute. And during these marathons, traditionally, what we do is for every $100 of support raised, I take a shot. Now, you might say, well, Phil, what do you have available today for shots? I'm going to be honest with all of you. I don't have a lot of variety because I didn't really go to the liquor store this week. I was too busy doing other stuff with my wife when we were out. We didn't stop at a liquor store, all right? So, what do we have? Well, number one, got some leftovers. That's right. Over the course of this year, 6 months in, or half a year in, we have 2 leftover shots from previous marathons. We got a pink lemonade and a raspberry lemonade of 99. All right, so we got those that are available. I just so happen to have a little thing of Cuervo here. It's probably good for a few shots. So a little thing of Jose Cuervo tequila. While we were at Costco, my wife saw this in the liquor section that we happened to be in and said she wanted to try it. So it's, I never had it before. It's Cazadores Reposado tequila. I believe it has notes of vanilla and like something else. It's supposed to be like a sweet tequila. I've never had it. My wife had some of it and said that she thought it was okay, but it wasn't great. So we have this available for nice shots today. Okay? And one lucky viewer today, I will take a shot of this horrendous moonshine. All right? But only one, because this is disgusting. 2 marathons ago, for my birthday marathon, all right, I had this. And I literally hurt my stomach, and I felt like crap the next day, and I was late to my first stream. So I'm definitely not drinking a lot of this. One lucky person, I'll take a shot of this over the course of the day. All right? We'll see. Maybe if someone does like a big contribution, I'll be like, okay, that's worthy of me drinking some of this awful moonshine. Okay? Now, also over the course of the day, I got some White Claws. I got some alcoholic lemonades. If I feel like keeping the buzz going, I'll probably have a few of those as well. Those I'm not going to, that's not for hitting a milestone. That's just if I feel like having one, to keep the mood flowing or whatever. Okay? Also today, there will be food. At one point, I'll be taking a break and we're going to get some sushi. I have actually, it just dawned on me that I had never actually ordered and had like sushi for a marathon or for a DSP Tries It before. Someone had brought this up the other day and I was like, you're right. So we're going to order sushi today and I'm going to have several different kinds that will taste live on stream. I'll, do that nice interactive segment with you, Feasting with the King, with sushi today. So that should be very exciting. Now, lest anyone question my excitement for the launch of Switch 2 and Mario Kart World, first off, wearing my Mushroom Kingdom Pizzeria delivery shirt. This shirt is over a decade old. I've worn it occasionally on streams, notably when I'm playing Nintendo games. I felt like today would be the absolute perfect day for it. Okay? But in addition to that, today, one day only, I am wearing my Nintendo socks. That's right. Look at that. Nintendo colored socks. I was ready for today. NES colors in effect flying for the stream. I know you're excited to see this. I had to show you. Okay, there you go. I am ready for the day. Now, some people may be hyper-focused and hyper-fixated on everything I just did. For me, I'm just messing around and having a good time. That's really the attitude that I have today. Is today serious business? It is. Whenever there's the launch of a big new piece of hardware or something exciting in the gaming, that's serious business for me, right? But at the same time, today is a celebration of positivity. I see today as a day to celebrate the fact that, number one, after 17 years, I am still here. I'm still pertinent. There's still people who like my content and are ready to hang out with me and have a great time today. So that's just number one, okay? But also the fact that I've had this awesome positivity and resurgence and everything going well, despite the fact that a bunch of functional idiots actually tried to stop me from getting a Switch 2. They actually thought they were going to prevent me from getting this console. What a bunch of buffoons. So I am here to just have a great time today. I want to reach Rainbow Road. I don't know if we're going to. We got a lot to do. Like I said, we got to do the live unboxing. We've got to test out all these accessories, do all this fun stuff. I don't know, okay, how far we're going to get, but I'm going to try. And I feel excited, and I think it's going to be a good time. And I hope you guys are going to join me all day long. No matter where you are, Switch or YouTube, that's awesome. Switch or YouTube, Kick or YouTube, that's awesome. All right? Whether you're going to be here just for the very beginning, whether you're going to be here all day long, maybe you'll take off, but you'll come back later today when you can be here. Much appreciated. If you're watching this on demand on YouTube, I appreciate your view. I really do. The fact that we could do these special events together and enjoy each other's company means a lot to me. This is something, when I was a kid, did I ever think that, man, when I'm 43 years old, there'll be a new Nintendo console, and here I'll be covering it with hundreds to thousands, because let's be honest, it's going to be thousands. I'm not even talking about on my streams, the restreamers and everyone. Thousands of people watching me cover the launch of a new console is pretty darned amazing when you think about it, okay? So it's pretty awesome, and I'm excited for it, and I hope that you are too. This is going to be a great day. It really is. So to get things started, let's do a few shout-outs, okay? So we start off with, hold on one second. Oh, someone tipped a buck and says, can you show your full shirt? Because we want to see all the art. Oh, yeah. Mushroom Kingdom Pizzeria. Mario delivering pizzas fresh and hot to your door. There you go. So thank you for the first tip, $1 tip of the stream. Let's get that on the leaderboard. There we go. We've got BFL Griffin with a $5 super chat. He says, glad you're doing Rainbow Road Marathon to honor Pride Month. Well, to be fair, it kind of does fit the theme, but it actually wasn't really intentional. Just coincides with the fact that the Switch 2 and, Rainbow Road is the final stage of Mario Kart. But hey, the more the merrier. Welcome, everyone. As you know, everyone is welcome and included in my content. And thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the super chat there. Okay. Cool. Now remember, we are working towards a DSP tries it reward. If we hit 10 goals, each goal being $150 of support, we're going to be doing DSP tries it, the T-Pain Munchies meal from Jack in the Box. It just sounds disgusting. It looks gross, but I'm willing to do it, and we're going to do it when we hit 10 goals. Today, I get the feeling we will make big headway towards that. So Please support the stream in any way. I will shout out whatever you do to support. I appreciate all of you hanging out with me here all day long. And like I said, every $100 of support we hit, we'll take a shot and go from there. We got James Preston Harris with a $5 super chat. He says, I'm very gay and I also own a Switch too. Good for you. Big ups to James. Thank you, James, for the $5 super chat. Very nice. DJ and DJ says I should do mod pizza eventually. You know, I probably should because I've never had mod pizza. They're all over here and I never think about it, but that's another one I've never tried. Maybe I should try it. Fair enough. All right. I just received an incredibly generous $20 tip from Alex from Phoenix. He says, it's a good day to be above ground. Okay, I'm ready, setty spaghetti for some Mario Kart. Let's go, boys. Yeah, hell yeah. I can't remember the last time I was below ground, but thank you, Alex from Phoenix, for $20 tip. That's our biggest tip so far today. Let's get that up there on a leaderboard. Currently up to $46 of support and climbing. Thank you, guys. Almost halfway to a shot already. There you go. Very nicely done. Okay. Essie asks, what character are you looking forward to playing today? Well, you know, I was actually wondering how to approach today and thinking about it. And I was like, maybe what I should do is switch it up. And what I mean by that is, like, each circuit, switch characters. Because I wonder how many circuits there are. I don't know. But each time you do a new circuit, switch characters. Like, start with Mario, but then switch after. And probably what I want to do is pick some of my classic favorites. Like Yoshi was always my classic favorite character. But then there's going to be new characters and stuff as well that I'll probably want to try. And I'm also thinking about checking, you know, vehicles, rotate vehicles, because you unlock vehicles and stuff as you play. So it'll be pretty fun. I think it's going to be pretty neat. Okay, we'll see. All right. Okay, so, man, I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Does anyone... Oh, here we go. So Dabhan says there's 7 cups. Each cup has 4 races. And then there's the special cup. So there's 32 stages. Okay. Gotcha. And you can't do special cup until you unlock the others. Oh, are all the speeds available at the beginning, or do you have to play in order? Because original Mario Kart, you had to play the lower one first, right? Didn't you have to play the lower speed first? And that's the easier difficulty. But I don't want to play the easy difficulty is like real easy. Like superbly easy. I wanted to at least do the middle difficulty, but I don't know how it works. I mean, am I going to be stuck playing the easy difficulty? In which case I'll probably never get to anything challenging. I don't know how it works. I hope that you can play a harder difficulty than just freaking, you know, they are unlocked? Oh, good, because the 50cc is like piss easy. It always has been. It's not challenging at all. I wanted at the very least the middle difficulty, you know? I guess we'll see. I'll try to figure it out. I guess we'll start. The thing is, you could change on the fly too, right? So we'll start off at like maybe the harder or the highest difficulty and see if it's fun and challenging. And if it's good, then we'll stay. If it seems like it's like ridiculous, then we'll downgrade it. But I don't want to do the easy difficulties. Like, that's boring. Like, I want some challenge. I don't want to be coming in first place every single race. I want it to be somewhat of a, an interesting thing. Because, we have Kick. People will be wagering their channel points. And I'm sure they're going to wager, hey, will Phil come in, top 3 in this circuit? Will he win this race? I'm sure they're going to be doing that, which is exciting. That's going to be fun to do. If I'm at 50cc, it'll be like, Phil's going to win every race. It's too fucking easy. So I don't want to do that. Cool. All right. So, awesome. Thank you, guys. This is just the little intro here. Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any concerns? Does anyone have anything to say before I clear the table off and we'll formally start with the Switch 2 unboxing and all of that jazz? What's going on here? I'm being told they're actually going to add a harder difficulty later on. Oh, really? So they're going to patch it in? Yeah, I know you could play as the cow, right? From what is it, Moo Moo Ranch or whatever it is? You could actually play as the cow now, driving the cart. What's up, Game Boy? Good morning. Good to see you. No, my Switch was not stapled or nail gunned. As you can see, my Switch 2 is intact. I haven't touched it. I haven't opened it, but it came just like this. You know, everything's good. No problems there. Okay. Why didn't I get the bundle? Because you couldn't get it. Like, I'm lucky to get what I got. I tried, I would have preferred the bundle because you save a few bucks on the game, but I couldn't get the game bundle. That's right. Exactly, based off for real. He says, W Phil, all that drama. We still got our Switch. We still got the Switch. It's beautiful. It's intact. We've got an insane mountainous stack of accessories. Everything went smooth. All these idiots who think that they can affect me in a negative way, all they are is a fart in the wind. It's all they are. Some big fat guy, sweaty ass, farting them out, and then they blow away. They mean nothing to me. Was the penguin ever playable in a Mario Kart before? I have no clue. I don't think so, but I couldn't tell you. Besides the first one, I don't really know. I'm not a Mario Kart aficionado. The first one I know. I loved the first one on SNES, but that's the one I know the most about. Yeah, it's a good question. How's online day one? It's a good question. I'm not playing it online day one. Like I said, my goal is to go through and unlock all the stages and get to Rainbow Road. But I will be playing online tomorrow. Like tomorrow, the day stream. Oh, I should say that up front. Tomorrow, I am not going to be doing a podcast because remember, tomorrow is Summer Game Fest. So what I'm going to do is instead of a podcast, we're going to play Mario Kart World for like 2-3 hours. Okay. Once we hit 2 p.m. Pacific time, I'm turning off the gameplay and we're going to watch Summer Game Fest together and do a live react. So that's tomorrow's first stream. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of Mario Kart. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, have we covered everything? Let me clear off the table. We need the room for the unboxing. Here we go. And I'm just saying for the unboxing, a shot would be nice. I'm just saying to have a shot in me, get a little buzz going for the unboxing might be a very nice thing. Just saying. Okay? Okay. All right. So, in mere moments, we shall begin with the formalities. All right. This was the appetizer, the intro, the taste. And now the true event shall begin. Okay. For the record, I should say this. Drink responsibly. If you're going to drink, make sure you're not driving that day and you're not operating heavy machinery or you're not doing anything super serious. As you know, I'm not. This is a fun gameplay and unboxing and hookup of the Switch 2 stream. That's why if I become inebriated, it's fine. Understand that, please be respectful of everyone around you and respectful of yourself and don't drink irresponsibly because then that'll get you into trouble. Okay. All right, are we ready? Cool. All right, then. This was just a little intro. Without further ado, I think it is time for us to begin with the formal unboxing of the Switch 2. What do you guys think? Hold on. Oh, let's see here. I got a dollar tip. It says, hey, Michael here. Excited for this? I've been watching on and off since 2014. As someone who's blind, your gameplay is accessible for me to follow along with and to know what's going on. It helps me experience these games that normally I would never be able to play. So have fun and fuck those detractors. They really need a life. There you go. Thank you very much to Michael for $1 tip. You know, it's funny because, when I play games and when I read all the text, for example, if I'm playing a game that's an RPG and there's always narration on the screen, but it's not voice acted, I always read it. And a lot of people have said over the years, I don't understand why Phil does that. That's why. And I've been doing that ever since I started. 17 years ago, I would read the text on the screen and people would come by and be like, thank you so much for that. Because a lot of people don't. They just expect that everyone could just read. And therefore, we never get to get the full picture when someone's playing a game. We don't get to understand fully what's going on. So that's why I've always done it that way. Okay? Your viewership is much appreciated, and thank you for the support, Michael. All right. That's pretty funny. People are actually coming on stream, and they're like, did Phil get a Switch too? Gee, I wonder. Could there possibly be something right now on the stream that would be an indicator that I got a Switch too? Anyway. Online has run flawless for you so far, Agent Coop. That's good to hear. Tag has done a $5 super chat. Tag says, I got to use my discount. I got the bundle 60 bucks off Piratees. It was awesome. What the hell is Piratees? I don't know what that means. Mario Kart World is awesome. Tears of the Kingdom runs great. Have fun. Yeah, you know what people are really freaking out about? Pokemon. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which ran like complete and ass and dog shit when it came out, many years ago on regular Switch. It was a great game. It really was, like, in my opinion, one of the best ever made, but it ran awfully. It looked like garbage, right? So now they've got it running on the Switch 2 beautifully. It's actually full 60 frames. Things are actually loading within a normal distance instead of things popping in and out and being unanimated and shit. It looks good now. Like, yeah, you know how the game should have been at launch? It's so ridiculous that they just keep making underpowered consoles. And then these games look like shit. It's ridiculous. It's the first party game and it looks like shit. Anyway, thank you, Tag. Jesse, how are you today? Jesse says, hi there. My friend, I hope that you enjoy your Switch too. Can't wait to hear your impressions. Thank you, Jesse. Thanks for being here today. Ping Cookie just did a $2 super chat. Thank you to Ping Cookie. Awesome. I'm not sick. It's my allergies. My throat is gunked up today because of my stupid allergies. The pollen's been really bad this last like 2 weeks. It's so bad. It's that season here in Washington where we have this certain pollen that actually looks like snow. It's coming down like cottony snow. And it's just, oh, my throat keeps swelling up and getting gunked up. There's nothing I can do. I took an allergy pill to try to help, but it's going to end up probably sounding like this on and off today. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay? Yeah, Tag, what did you mean to say instead of piratees? What the hell does that word even mean? Piratees? Is it cottonwood? Is that what it's actually called? Cottonwood pollen? Okay. I hope you like my lighting theme for today for Rainbow Road. It was either going to be this or I was going to do a 50-50 split color, red and blue for, Switch is red and blue colors, as you can see. But I thought rainbow for Rainbow Road would be more appropriate. I got a $2 tip. Do you think we can get a quick reaction to the James Bond trailer tomorrow? I'm not doing a podcast tomorrow, so probably not. I would say when I do my next podcast, whenever that may be, because it might be as late as Monday now, that's when I'll do reacting to some of these trailers from State of Play. But, I knew we weren't going to do it today. Tomorrow, we're not even doing a podcast. So we'll get to it. I am interested in watching it because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the James Bond stuff. Is the rainbow too distracting? Do you guys want me to just change it to solid colors? Because I can do that. Michael did another dollar tip. He says, would it be possible to check for accessibility settings in there? When we hook it up, let's look at some of the menus to see what's in there. Yeah, let's see what's actually available from the get-go. I don't know, especially with things that has like a mandatory motion control. Man, I wonder how it works. I don't know. Dio Brando with a 20-pound super chat says, good evening. What's going on, Dio? How are you? Today I'm going to be doing a lot of currency conversion, I get the feeling. So let me get that open right now. That was $19.99. $27.13 from Dio Brando. Thank you so much. How many cents? Who cares? I think I said 13. I'll just put 13. Okay. All right. So we're at 80 of support. Tag says, are you going to let viewers play Mario Kart with you? Right now, I don't even know how it works. We're not doing multiplayer today anyway. That's not my, maybe long term. Right now, I don't even know if there's lobbies. I don't know how it works. So we're not doing anything like that today. Okay. Don't want to get any expectations on, there's no multiplayer today at all. We've got to get to Rainbow Road. That's the goal for today. Am I going to let you know about the trouble I had getting a Switch 2 now? No, not yet, Kless. Let's actually make sure it works. Let's not jinx ourselves. Let's actually have a day of Switch 2 fun before I talk about how I got a Switch 2, shall we? I'm just going to say this. No scalping. None of that baloney. I don't do that. I told you guys up front, I'm never going to pay a scalper. I'm never going to get a reseller. I got it from legit sources. That's all I'm going to say. All right? There you go. Am I going to test out the mouse feature? I might. I don't know what we would do with it right now because I don't have anything we're probably going to use it with. You don't use a mouse in Mario Kart, that's for sure. But maybe eventually there'd be games that I would use it, right? I do have a giant desk-sized mouse pad here that, that's what this pad is for. Okay. I got a $1.50 tip. What are your thoughts on Scarlet and Violet? I thought it was underrated. Got a lot of rightful shit for being unpolished and unfinished. I like the open world doing gyms in any order. The story was interesting. The idea of prehistoric Pokemon were interesting. And were you playing Pokemon ZA when it comes out? And will it be on Switch 2? Good Lord. That is a lot of questions in one tip. I really liked Pokemon Scarlet, which is the one that I had. I thought it was exceptionally good. And a lot of people gave me crap for it, saying they didn't like it. And I thought it was the best Pokemon I'd ever played, except the performance. The technical performance was atrocious. No one's going to argue that. The game ran like dog shit. But the game itself was incredibly fun. King Crimson says, can you test to see if the mouse works on your wrist and forearm like they showed in the trailer? Again, I guess, but I don't know what we would use it on. So as for the new Pokemon, yes, I'm going to play it. Am I going to play it on Switch 2? Of course I am. Why wouldn't I play it on the best console possible? Of course. Metroid 4 will have mouse support. Well, then I guess I'll be using it for that. There you go. Those days when I play Metroid Prime 4, I'll probably just play right here. Like this. Casanova, I am also very excited for today. Welcome to the stream. Is it bothering you guys? All right. Some people are saying the color is bothering them. Like, I liked having the rainbow for the intro, but we can change it. Let me see. I think I know which one I want to do. what's it called? Hold on, because I'm just going to change the colors. Yeah, I'm just going to change this to be a Nintendo color scheme. Here you go. How's that? That better? Now it's switch colors, red and blue. I'll just change it over here too, so my whole room matches. Here we go. There we are. Okay, cool. Now we have switch colors, red and blue. Hopefully that, people are saying it looks better. Okay, I like the rainbow, but I don't want it to bother everyone all day. We're going to be doing an unboxing accessory test. I don't want it to bother your eyes, so that's a little better. Cool. No problem. Where'd I get this t-shirt from? Casanova asks. This t-shirt is over a decade old. This t-shirt is so old, it's from back when I used to go to gaming conventions early on in my YouTube career. So we're probably talking, I got it probably in like 2010, maybe 2011. But it's so old, I don't remember where I got it from specifically, nor do I doubt you. I doubt you could buy this shirt. Mushroom Kingdom Pizzeria delivery. Yeah, it actually held the test of time. Here we are a decade later. It's still good. So congrats to everyone out there. Cheers to you if you have a Switch 2 today. You got lucky because a lot of people really, really wanted one and didn't get one. So you got to be grateful for what you have. Everyone be grateful. If you got a Switch 2 today, you're one of the lucky ones, and you should say thank you to whoever it is who you think you owe thanks, right? To me, I owe thanks to all of you because you guys are amazing. You guys who watch my content and support it every single day, day in, day out. The fact that I can do this event today, that I have a Switch 2 in my possession, that we have a ton of accessories, it's all thanks to you guys. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. Okay. I heard about this. I saw people start posting up about this morning. That apparently, if you got this from Walmart and you pre-ordered it, they delivered it this morning with Pringles and Coke, which is weird because I thought it was supposed to be Doritos and Mountain Dew. So Walmart missed the meme. They don't get the meme. It should have been Doritos and Mountain Dew, and then it would have hit. But you can imagine people must have been confused if they get their Switch and also there's like a soda and chips on, what the hell is this? You probably thought you got someone else's order, right? Like, what happened? Okay. Really? Casanova says, sadly, a lot of people's pre-orders in the UK got canceled. I thought the word pre-order meant when you actually pre-order it, you're locked in. The word is meaningless now online. It's supposed to be, unless there's like a system error or something, right? Like if the system was screwed up and then it gets canceled, that's messed up. Who knows how it works, right? I don't know. Who knows how it works? Nintendo has a partnership with Pringles, do they? Well, what was it, like Mario chips or something? If so, if you're one of the people who got this and if they give you like Mario themed soda and chips, don't eat or drink it. Save it. You could sell that shit later for like $1,000. People are dumb and they'll buy it. Seriously. Don't eat or drink the chips and the soda if it's special edition. Save that shit. Of course, Stormforce. Stormforce Gamer says, so it was all for nothing. These idiot trolls trying to make sure you didn't get a Switch 2. Of course, it's always all for nothing. Understand something. Since the day I started making videos 17 years ago, morons have tried to stop me. It's 17 years later. I'm doing better than I ever have before. No one's going to stop me. They've literally tried every possible thing. It ain't going to work. They just don't get it. Someone tipped the buck says, are you going to try any of the free upgrades? For example, Pokemon Scarlet has a big upgrade, which we just talked about, by the way. Or the Switch 2 versions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, since upgrades are free with Nintendo Switch Online. Today, we're not doing any of that. It's very possible that over the next week or whatever, if you guys wanted me to re-download those games off the Nintendo Store, try them on the Switch 2 and see the differences, I'd be okay with that, trying them out. I'm not saying I'm playing the games again, but just as a test thing, sure. But today, it's all about Mario Kart. All right, we've got to get into this new game. And by the way, people have been asking me for the last year if there was going to be a new Switch console or a new Nintendo console, what would you want the launch game to be? And I said Mario Kart. Why? Mario Kart has not had a new iteration in so long. Most people don't realize it's actually been over a decade. Did you know that? This version of Mario Kart has been released and re-released and then DLC'd out the butt. We needed a new Mario Kart. I literally can't wait to see what the new innovations are in this one because I'm so tired of the old crap being resold 17 times. So that's cool. I cannot wait for this game today. All right. Really? Good for you. Sun Over Acid says, I wasn't able to get a Switch 2 pre-order, so today I went to Target and they actually had some, so I just bought one, but I just had to get the console only. The bundle was sold out. Good for you. But Nintendo has outright said this will be available. Like they said, we made tons of stock. It's just going to be like this one like launch window, probably like the next 1 to 2 weeks. It'll be tough to get, but then more stock's going to go out and everyone's going to be okay. You know, some people pre-ordered and they're not getting it today, but apparently they're getting it like in a week or two. So I don't think there's going to be scarcity. Like Switch 1 had serious scarcity issues. PlayStation 5 had insane scarcity issues. I don't think we're going to see that with the Switch 2. It ain't going to be as big of a deal. Okay. Are we good? Shall we begin with the unboxing? Because this is just the intro video. Many people will just skip this video and they'll go right to the unboxing. So I just want to cover everything before we actually start with the formal content. Any other things to cover before we begin? Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, folks. Thank you for watching the intro. I'll split the video here, and then we're going to do a formal unboxing video. It's going to be pretty exciting. Let's do it. Very nice. All right. Thank you all for being here for the launch of the Switch 2. I actually don't even know how many people we have. Whoa. We got a decent amount of people, let's say. Wow, good stuff, guys. All right. Let's begin with the formalities then. Here we go.